All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rekakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to the hopeful elect and the men that are serving in truth and sincerity to make their calling of election sure. All right, so what we got right here on the screen is a photo of my tire, which is ultimately a result of being chastened by the Most High, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Long story short, I had a situation 2 nights ago where I had somewhat of a disagreement with someone, and the scripture says that wisdom greeteth a wise man at every thought, roughly paraphrasing. So I had a disagreement with someone, and wisdom did greet me in that situation to tell me not to get carnal. But I did not handle the situation the way the scriptures say to handle the situation. I followed the lust of the flesh, and I got a little carnal when dealing with the situation. And because I did that, I knew to look forward to some type of chastening of the Lord. I didn't know what that chastening would be, but I knew that it was going to come. And usually when the Most High chastens one of his sons, one of us, one of the hopeful elect, it's immediately, so that way we don't got to get it with the rest of the world. And so ultimately, this is what he did. Now, I didn't know if I was going to lose my debit card, and have to wait 2 weeks for another one to come in the mail. I didn't know what the most I was going to do. But lo and behold, the next day, I was driving down a street called Mound Road, which anyone from the city, if you know about Mound Road, you know that it's notoriously known for potholes. So I was driving down Mound Road, and there was a car in front of me, and I wasn't being patient, They were just driving kind of slow. And so I happened to get over to my left in another lane in an attempt to pass the car. And when I got over, I hit a pothole. And that pothole did this to my tire. Ultimately, it was Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. In the spirit, I knew that it was the Most High. As soon as the tire bust, the air deflated immediately. Then you started getting that whopping noise. You know how it sounds when the tire makes that whopping noise as you're driving down the street when it has no air in it. And I didn't even get upset. The scripture says, "Despise not chastening." I did not get upset with Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. I wasn't even pissed. I was like, "Oh fuck," I knew I had this coming. I knew something was coming, man. And ultimately, this is what it was, And the wadi Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, So the chastening was that I hit a pothole, my tire bust, and really it was correction. So I had to pull over on a side street, and I sat out there for about 35, 40 minutes, attempting to put this spare right here on my car, which if anybody knows about that little set that they give you with that comes with the spare tire that be in the trunk, that is some bullshit, So I had to put some elbow grease in and jack this bad baby up and put this spare tire on. And ultimately, brothers is just going to be riding on faith until until brothers can go get a new tire, So ultimately, this was the correction of the Most High, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. So I'm just gonna go into the scriptures and see. Well, first let's get the definition of chastening. Chastening. Yeah, chastening. It says to correct by punishment or suffering, discipline, and that's exactly what Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai did to me. If he commit iniquity, I will chasten him with the rod of men. 2 Samuel 7:14. Yeah. To prune something such as work of style or art. Nope. B, here we go. To cause to be more humble or restrained. Con. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai caused me to be more humble. He put me back in my place. He checked me. And I was looking for it because I knew that I went off. And ultimately it feels good because you know that the Most High is dealing with you. Now we're going to go grab some scriptures. Let's see. Yeah, this is Proverbs 3:11. My son. Oh, man, look at this. Yeah, Proverbs 3:11. My son, despise not the chastening of the Lord, neither be weary of his correction. So, I did not despise the chastening of the Lord. I actually was looking for it to happen, and I wasn't weary of it, You got to take it on the chin, man. When you go off, you fucked up, and you got to look forward to the chastening of the Lord. You actually want to be chastened of the Lord. Because if not, then you should be worried if he doesn't get you right away, because if not, then that could mean the Most High is not dealing with you. Verse 12: For whom the Lord loveth, he correcteth, even as a father the son, in whom he delighteth. Kind. Whom the Lord loveth, he correcteth. So apparently Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai loves me. He loves all his sons. This is Deuteronomy 8:5. Thou shalt also consider in thine heart that as a man chasteneth his son, so the Lord thy power chasteneth thee. So listen, when you a kid and you fucking up in school, they call home, they call your dad or your mom, you know what to look forward to when you get home. But you still love your dad after he whoops your ass, man. You still love your dad. You just know you're getting your ass whooped. It's the same thing with Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Matter of fact, it's greater. It's a better feeling. Okay? So, let's see. Here we go. Ecclesiastes 2:1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. So, the situation I got into the other night, it was temptation, right? I was prepared for it. Wisdom greeted me at the thought of how to handle the situation, and I chose to do otherwise. And so whose fault was that? It was mine. All right. So this is James 1:13. Let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of Yahweh, for Yahweh cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempteth he any man. So when you tempted, you can't be like, oh, God tempted me. Oh, God, why you put me in that situation to tempt me like that? No, the Most High didn't tempt me, It says, neither tempteth he any man, but every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed. I was drawn away, of my own will. I went outside of the scriptures and handled things the way I wanted to. And so therefore I endured the chastening of the Lord. And so, that's pretty self-explanatory, explanatory. It's a lot, brothers, is tongue twisted. I know I'm jumping around, but I want to hurry up and get this out real quick. Yeah, this is Hebrews 12:11. Now no chastening for the present seemeth to be joyous. Yeah, man, when I hit that pothole, the magnitude of the impact. I thought that maybe my tire rod or some shit had broke, or the wheel bearing had broke. That's how hard that I hit that pothole. It says, now no chastening for the present seemeth to be joyous. Yeah, man, I was pissed off a little bit, at first, initially, but then I got to, thinking like, man, wisdom greeteth you at every thought. It's the Most High. He's getting you, so I took it on the chin, man. I pulled over and I had to change and put on a spare tire. Now brothers is riding on faith. It says, now no chastening for the present seemeth to be joyous, but grievous. Nevertheless, afterward it yieldeth the peaceable fruit of righteousness unto them which are exercised thereby. So ultimately, that situation made me what? It made me more humble. Like this definition says right here, to cause to be more humble or restrained. Now, the next time I'm in a situation and wisdom greets me, according to the scriptures on how I should handle the situation, I'm going to be more persuaded to handle it the right way, just to avoid the chastening of the Lord. But ultimately, not even just to avoid the chastening, but because that's the way we're supposed to walk. You know, that's the spirit in which you walk in. You know, scripture says, lean not into thy own understanding. So, you know, the Most High gives us this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures. We're supposed to use it in our everyday life. So ultimately, yeah, man, let's go back and take a look at this. You know, this is definitely a learning experience for me. You know, and it feels good to know that the Most High is dealing with me. But yeah, this is my tire, man, and look at that. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. You know. So, you know, with that being said, I want to give all praises to the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Kol Holoyim La Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. You know, Thawadi Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai for the chastening. You know, peace and salutation to the hopeful elect and the men that are serving in truth and sincerity. Shalom.